Guys, Garney here, checking in with you. How you doing today? Piedras, Nardes, here in Mexico, just west of Eagle Pass, Texas. As you can see behind me here, there is a private Christian school that we're here to visit, to learn more about the program. But we're also here, let me spin around here in this neighborhood. There's a soccer game going on back here. That's right. They actually had several communities within the neighborhoods come together, so they're going to actually play soccer, and it's a little impromptu tournament for us. We're feeding them. We're actually here to watch them play, have some fun, blow off some steam. I think we're going to be part of the exhibition team to go out there and play. I haven't played in 10-some years, quite a few years, and I'm just hoping they don't run over me. So let me give you, the reason why we're here is that there's 10 men from our Riverbend Church in Austin who we're exploring different opportunities for ministry. So today it's not just the school, we're actually going to go to a refugee camp to see people who are looking to get into the United States for, asylum reasons. There's some real stories behind that, and to see how we can help and minister to them. We're also going to go visit we're going to be visiting an orphanage. It's going to be playing at my heartstrings, but to learn about the stories there, and to go to a church, to go attend service with these guys on Sunday, and to just bond with the community a little bit more. What can we do? What can I do? What other peers of mine, people like you, what can we do? Maybe who live in Central Texas can come down and help these guys. It's only a 4-hour drive from Austin, so it was really cool to get everybody. We jumped into a large passenger van, drove down here, took about 4 hours, stopped a couple of times. It was pretty neat. Great guys. So anyway, thought I'd check in with you and let you know how that's going, and we'll get some more information for you later. But I'll check in every once in a while to share with you some more stories. Until then, I guess what I'm going to do is have to go back here and figure out how to play soccer again. Guys, Garney here checking in with y'all. Look at here, I got John and Peter with me here. We're pulling up the rear. We're actually taking a tour of the neighborhood. So they're giving us a quick overview of what's here in this area, especially in the city of town of Narva.
Hey Garney, if we're short of chickens, we got one over here.
You want to get that chicken there? It's free range chicken, man. That's what they're calling it. Grass-fed, free range. So we're having a great time, guys. This is really the whole purpose of this, is to come down, understand the other parts, that where can we help, where can we provide impact, where can we assist, and that's the most important part, is what more can I do, what more can others people do. Can I invite you to come down with me and help out the community, learn a little bit more about this place. Hola. So that's the most important part. And however you are touched, what moves your soul? Is it God? Is it yourself? Is it your family? Is it just something you feel compelled to do? How can I help you? And how can we in our team get you out here to do this outreach? This is what it's all about. I'm tired of just sitting behind a desk and writing a check. Even though I still do that, I want to get out and do something. I want to get out here and help. That's the whole purpose. And the only way I'm able to help is to get out there, to experience it. So, anyway, again, this is another checkout. I'll shoot some more about the neighborhood and things like that. Check it out. Hey guys, Garney here, just trying to be quiet here, but wanted to share with you, we're here at one of the immigrant camps here in Piedras, and a lot of the folks behind me here are ones seeking asylum, seeking refuge, seeking help. They're from all over, from Guatemala, Honduras, just all parts of, there's others from other countries, and there should have been a lot more people here, but because of the rules and the laws here, that many of the migrants have been pushed out of shelters like this to sleep on the streets. And this was a turn for us. But this happens all the time. So if you guys think that they're just here to there's people who have real needs. I was just a friend of mine, Norm, back here talking with a gentleman who's from Honduras and left his family behind and is just looking for work, looking for ways of supporting his family back home. And you know, the hardships are real. I mean, I've been to El Salvador, I've been to Honduras, I've been to. It's really difficult to put in words and to know that, you know, the foods that we prepare, the meals that we prepare, the church that we're partnered up here have prepared for these people is you know, is a lot, but at the same time it's now we're planning to leave here to go to the bridges, the infrastructure here that where the people are sleeping and hiding and in shelter, and we're going to take the food that we were normally distributed to them here and go out and deliver it there. It's very difficult to process that. I mean, everybody's got a story, and unless you actually meet the people and know the people and see the people and reach out and shake their hand and look them in the eye, you really don't. You can't even start to understand their plight, their issues, and the key thing is they're not all bad. There's some real people out here who really need help, and I just want to share that with you guys. It's something that I wanted to see and take firsthand. So we got many of our friends from the church that we partnered up with, the guys from Riverbend and things like that. You know, the doors to get into this place are locked. It's a secure area, but it's just to know that there are people who are in need that have been kicked out of shelters in a country that's not even their own. Some who can't even speak the language are now sleeping under bridges. I don't know we have that issue at home, but I mean, for all of you guys think that all of these people are bad, I just wanted to make sure you understand that they're real individuals, they're flesh and blood like I am, and it's just heartening to see this, to put the words of how it breaks my heart to know that people are going to be sleeping on the street who came here to look for shelter, who are looking for help, who are looking for safety, and things like that. So, sorry for us, but I'll try to type something up on here, so if it's the video's way too loud, but thanks for listening. We're here to help. That's why we're here, and these people need help, emotional help, financial help, spiritual help, nutritional help. I mean, you name it, these people need help, and it's amazing that we take so much for granted where I live, right, and my family and things like that. But I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what we're trying to do here. Is really trying to reach out to these people and tell them that they actually are loved, that there are people out there who do genuinely care for their well-being and things like that. So just let that sink in, guys, that we're here to help. You know, and there's so much that we can do from just being here. So, I thought I'd just share that because it's so powerful just being here. For the few people that are here, it's just powerful just to realize that just a little bit that we're here, just a 4-hour trip across the border just to be here, to just to say, hey, you're important. I genuinely do care for you. So I'm going to jump back into the fray here and do what I can for these guys. So guys, we're really close to the bridge. That's the International Crossing Bridge #1 that we came over this afternoon. We had one of our friends over at Hand and Feet explain to us the situation, why there are so few people at that immigrant camp that we're at. Usually there's 80 people there. What's happened is that folks are getting desperate. They usually only have 60 days, 6 months here in Mexico to get their paperwork processed. And what happens is that they, if they're reaching their close to 6 months, they have to go, and they get desperate. And what they do is they run for the border, literally. And so we're here at the base of the bridge area, and where we crossed in earlier today. and basically this is where we're here to hand out food. But before we can hand out the food to those who are in need that we prepared this for, we have to first find them. We don't know where they are. That's the thing. We just don't know where they are, and once we find them, we can pass out and distribute the food. But it just tells you the crazy times that are happening here because of the new president being inaugurated here, being put into office, and things like that. People are getting. It's a desperate time for them. They don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and you know, several of them have already died because of the desperation for trying to cross over the border. There's also, folks who have been arrested and being deported back to their country and being arrested off the planes when they get back to their home country, and immediately, families thrown into jail and things like that. This is it's disheartening, and it's really, it's just some of the things I wanted to share with y'all just to let you know what's going on. So our friends, we're trying to really just look around for these people, and anyway, I just thought I'd just share that with you because it's. Can you imagine being somewhere, not your home country, trying to run away from the very evil and desperation and the destitution that's in your home, and trying to find a better way, and it's just difficult all the way around. It really is, and all I can think about is, as a person, how do I feel? How could I help? How could I help? We'll get back to you in a little bit. Just a quick update, guys. We're going to be heading. This is bridge number 1. We're going to head over to bridge number 2 here at Piedras and see if they're there, because there's no one in this plaza area. Well, there's actually a lot of federales and a lot of police officers here in the area, as you can see, like over here. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's going on because of the new president being inaugurated in. So, anyway, checking back with you a little bit. So, guys, we're here at bridge number 2 on the other side. As you can see, the border is right there. We're hanging tight, so remember, our contact is actually going off to ask the officers and the military and the police to find out where those immigrants are. Again, remember, there's supposed to be some 80-some people, and there were only probably 15 to 20 of them at the. So where are the other 50 or 60 people that we're supposed to see? So this is something that this is what we're doing, guys. We're trying to look for the people to try to help them, and that's the hardest part. Mr. Strawberry. So that's why we're here. We'll check in with you in a little bit. So we were given authorization by the officials here at the gate on the Mexican side of the border. As you can see, we're taking the food and stuff toward the bridge so we can hand it out to those that deserve it. All right. So this is kind of cool. So blow by blow moment. So hey, stay in touch. Well, I'll tell you what's more. I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see what we're doing. So guys, I'm here walking with my friend John Phelps, a fellow riverbender and a fellow humanitarian. That's the best way I can explain it. We're walking here on the bridge. We actually went through the turnstile on the Mexican side, Mexico side, and we're walking toward the international bridge. So we're actually experiencing what it's like to walk toward the United States. And the reason why we're going toward the bridge is because there's quite a lot of children that are there that they don't want to move them, right? They're asleep and all that good stuff. What do you think about this experience there, John?
This is amazing. I wasn't quite sure what to expect this weekend, but boy, this sure exceeds my expectations. We are on an adventure here.
Truly
and
an adventure.
I'm reminded of my ancestors who came to the U.S. and who were welcomed, and how much different things are now.
Right, right. Yeah, it's amazing how, how a lot of our families have come over, and now we're in a different situation where, because of, I guess, everything from politics to safety to the economy to to whatever you want to call it. This is where we are. This is where we are today. So I'm going to try to capture as much as I can and share that with y'all. Check with me in a little bit. Guys, there are kids on this bridge. Kids. Not even in kindergarten. It's difficult to express in words what I feel right now. But if I could put some of it in there, it's who we've become. And again, this is no slight at one person or any presidency or any kind of what political party you in or things like that. If you have any type of decency in you, the question comes up is, are you human? Can you just look families in the eyes and just say, yeah, you got to sleep on this tonight. And just for the hope that the U.S. government will bring a clipboard to put your name down, in the hopes that one day that you could apply. Home of the free, land of the brave, huh? Still love my country. I'll die for my country, but you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself. It's like, are we the red, white, and blue? The stripes and stars, the old glory. What does it stand for? You know, freedom, right? But what about humanity? What about who we are? Isn't our nation based upon that? And now I'll be more than happy to entertain whoever posts whatever they feel like on there, but I don't care. I'm here. There doesn't have to be a physical wall. The wall already exists. It already exists in the policies and procedures that have been placed for not just this administration, but all administrations. I'm just glad that God has given me the capability, the opportunity, and it has graced me to come out and to experience this. So I can ask myself, what am I doing? Here I am, standing in a neutral zone. I am only a few feet away from my country. I mean, again, the halfway point's right here. The U.S. border, right over there. I just, it's hard to explain, guys. It really is. There's more we can do. And it doesn't have to be any laws. It doesn't have to be any policies. All those things are well and good, but handing somebody a warm cup of coffee and shaking their hands and looking them in the eyes, and even in a language you may not understand, they're saying thank you. And they really mean it. People who can speak it. I mean, there are people from Africa, Congo, are here on this bridge. There are families on this. There are people from El Salvador. I met a lady with a girl. She just arrived a week ago from Honduras. That just, let's just put it this way. I am just glad that I have the capability. I have the arms and the legs, the heart and the mind and the resources to come out to something like this, to see it, to experience it. To hand that person a cup of coffee, to shake their hands, look them in the eye and find out what their story is. Anyway, guys, we'll chat with you later. Hey guys, checking in here. So we're back here at the compound where this is where we're going to be staying and for the night. We just got back about half an hour ago. It's about 11 o'clock. I wanted to share with you the events of the day and what it really means. It started off great. Just a preview, we went off to Nava. We saw 5 communities play soccer against each other, which is pretty cool. We cooked some chicken and tortillas, and that was really neat. Walked around the village and just to see what the area looked like, and then we proceeded to go to the migrant camp, the migrant facility. Here in Mexico, you have to be a licensed and certified migrant facility to house folks who are non-nationals who are looking to migrate. Facility that only holds about 80 people. There are probably only 20 people there. People are getting desperate here because of the new president being, and there's a lot of background. I'll explain about that later. But people are getting desperate here because they don't know what the new government's going to do. And we actually made it out to. We actually went out to the bridge itself. We had some food that we were going to give, and we were sending that out to the bridge, and we actually saw kids who were sleeping out on the bridge itself, and we were passing out food to the families and people out there. There are a couple of folks from Africa who actually made it through, let's say, they started in Paraguay or Uruguay and then moved themselves up to Colombia and then worked their way up to Mexico and things like that, who are actually sleeping on the bridge. And they've been there for weeks trying to find a way of getting into the country, just to apply for asylum. Guys, it's a tough situation. It really is, because when you think about it, you have kids who are not even in kindergarten who have to sleep with their families out on this bridge, and it's very, very tough. It really is. The other part of it is, it's like, the process is broken. It's not one person, it's not one administration, it's not one political party or anything else like that. It's like that the process is broken, and they're the ones suffering for it. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about that with you, and I'll put more details. But a very successful trip so far. Going to go to an orphanage. Go to a service tomorrow, and then go to an orphanage afterwards, and head back to the States. Again, it's just it's heartbreaking that. It's great to see this, have the opportunity to come out here and serve and help out. But anyway, closing out for the night. We'll talk to you later. Peace.